Okay, let's have a look inside the box. What have we got? Looks like some set of instructions with a lot of battery acid damage over it. Okay, what was the eBay description on this one? It was vintage Merit Electric Derby horse racing game, not working condition as used. The top part is good, order. The battery compartment has corrosion from one element needing replacing. Great item, especially for someone who can restore it to make it fully functional. Let's have a little look underneath. Okay, there's no battery cover, and we have a set of corroded contacts in there, and that is the problem, or one of the problems. I see there's no drive belt on there. So the first thing, it looks like the only way getting access to this is to undo these right. Good. First look inside. Oh, look at that. What else is under here? Nothing at all, just goes up to the electric motor by the looks of it. Turn it over. So electrically, very simple. It's just a little motor here. This should have a drive belt on it. It looks like someone's put an elastic band on it. Probably the original belt broke. This has all perished a long time ago. It's all sticking. It's not a lot to look at really, it's just a power supply up to the motor. So, come back to this in a minute. So how does this work? So as the motor turns, flicks the ball bearings up these channels and knocks the little horses forward. Just want to take this mechanism out and have a look. I might regret that when all the ball bearings come flying out in a minute. Oh, it's as simple as that. We're going to need that off, obviously, to actually put the new drive belt on. Right, the bench power supply has been set 3 volts, hooked on the negative. Let's hook on the positive onto the broken contact, and let's see if the motor works. Okay, let's give that a wiggle. Okay, right, well the motor's good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean up the elastic band here, and I'm going to go and get some tape deck belts and find a suitable one to install on here, and we'll actually give it a test. What lengths have we got? Okay, they're all the same size, and that's the next size up. So let's take that one and that one for the moment. Just clean some of this off of here. And a bit of elastic band had really started to really perish. It was completely stuck on this pulley. Okay, let's have a little look at the overall length. Let's hope it's... So that goes in that position there. All these belts look far too big. Which would be a real shame if that's true. That's way too big. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut down one of these belts and rejoin it using super glue. see what happens. Okay, we definitely got something happening with this belt coming, driving off. I'm going to dismantle this and have a look at the motor more closely. I've noticed that there's a lot of play here, allows the motor to come forward, and then it disengages. It obviously loses the electrical contact on the motor and shuts down. If it comes forward, it shuts off. And that released the motor then. Commutator on the motor is very dirty, so I'm going to give this all a clean up. This is I think you call it wet and dry emery paper. Very, very smooth. It's not coarse at all, just giving this a bit of a clean up. Blow away any contamination. I'm going to take the stator magnets off first, because I've got to try and get this back in underneath these contacts. Put the stator magnets back in. Push them in tight. Good. When I had a close look at it, I saw this front part here that actually popped forward a little bit. So I've just pressed that back in, and that will reduce that, or eliminate that clearance for that shaft to move up and down. So I'm going to reassemble this and give it a try. Hold it into place. So pressing that shaft either way, the motor doesn't cut out anymore. There's no, the float in the motor's gone now. So that's sorted that problem out. So I'm going to remount the motor. I'm going to clean the contacts on that switch first. And then I'll do some bits of cleaning under this board, I think. See if I can get any of this grime off. I don't think I can, but I'll give it a go. So let's just do these contacts first though. Just the contacts on the switch. Mechanism seems to work very well now actually, and the impacts of the ball bearings on the actual shaft isn't causing the motor now to thrust and shut down, so that's all good. So next we'll move on to repairing the battery box. As you can see, the contacts on this are really corroded, and that was the one that is broken off. Okay, my solution is going to be to mount some pieces of wood and form a little box around the existing battery holder, and then mount the contacts directly onto the piece of wood. first two battery positions. This will be strengthened further in a minute when I build the rest of the box. Okay, just going to mark now where this battery contact should go. Okay, just the final contact now. Okay, for additional strength, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a piece across here, and I can then glue it to this part here, and the side of the battery compartment, the existing one. That will give it a lot more strength, and hopefully we'll still have enough flex there to get the batteries in and out without too much trouble. Batteries are in, secure. Right, that leaves us the electrical part to do now. Okay, that should do us on that. Okay, I'm going to put this back into position. I'm going to, instead of tacking it, I'm going to hot glue it in a few spots just to hold it, and I'm going to leave the cover like this over the battery. I'd imagine there was some kind of plastic plate that went in here before, but you can lift these up to access the batteries, so that's fine. Thank you for watching. I hope you found it interesting.